So, okay, there's this topic that I just, thought about, right? I was just watching No Offense, but there is this thing that, really has brought to my attention over time, and it's especially a problem with trans women, right? So, whenever politicians talk about, trans and all that, and why it's an abomination or whatever, right? They'll always start with trans women. Hell, a lot of the time they won't even touch on trans men, right? It's always they're trans women because they want to assault a woman. But I don't think you understand. If a guy wanted to assault a woman, he wouldn't take years of HRT. He wouldn't go through years of voice training. He wouldn't go through all that go through all that trouble to become a woman, okay? If a guy wanted to assault a woman, he'd just go for it, okay? If a guy wanted to go inside the woman's bathroom and assault a woman, he'd just do it. Because that's how messed up those people are, okay? Okay? They're not thinking, I should become a woman so I can assault this woman in the woman's bathroom. No, they don't care about the laws. They don't care about the rules. They're just gonna break it. Like how they're gonna break the law. Okay? But it's funny because they always focus on trans women this, trans women that. And speaking as, a trans kid, I'm trans boy, not really a man yet. It's just, dude, gosh, open your eyes. Okay, it's always, oh god, it's always, okay, but seriously, it's always trans women this, trans women that. They're trans women because they want to assault women. They're trans women because they want to do easier sports. They're trans women because of whatever, right? Literally, going to make my brain explode because think about it. Think about it. Like, if they're gonna put in all that work to become a woman just to do one thing, you would think maybe instead of becoming a woman, maybe, just maybe, they're using that time to better themselves. Thank you. Like if a guy wanted to do easier sports, I think he would just move to an easier sport and train at it. Either that, or he would just be like, I gotta lock in and get good and train very hard for that sport. Instead of going through years of HRT and going through years of voice training and going through all that process and legal process to change his name. Her name. Their name. Whatever they be at that point, okay? Jeez. And I want to point to something else, right? They also only touch up on trans women half the time, okay? I have not heard many things, right? You would hear, oh, trans women do this because it's an advantage for them. But you don't hear, like, ooh, trans men do this because it's an advantage to them, right? At best, their their argument is trans men do this, but it's a disadvantage to them. At most, that's what I've heard. It's like, it's me? I've seen some buff trans dudes, guys. Have you seen them? Have you seen that one guy who was like this buff dude? He looked like a lumberjack. He might as well be a lumberjack. Anyways, that's sad. It's like that's their only argument, and it's crazy. It's like you hear them saying, oh, trans women are becoming women because they want to assault cis women, but you don't hear, oh, trans men want to become men because they're going to assault cis men. That's another thing, okay? First of all, they don't think men can get assaulted half the time. Okay? You'll see these cases and they'll be like, this guy got assaulted by this woman. They don't believe you. They don't believe the guy. A lot of the time, they do not believe the guy. And it's like, geez, equal opportunities, guys. Okay, like that sounds wrong. But like, you know what I mean? Like, for justice. Like, equal opportunity to get that justice. And a lot of the time, it'll be turned around where it's like, the woman's like, I'm the victim here. And they believe her. And it's like, so anyways, I want you to think about this, okay? Trans women are just trying to survive and be women. I have some friends. A lot of them more than I thought would be, are trans women, right? They're just trying to survive. They're trying not to get attacked midday doing errands, okay? Trans men, same thing. They're trying to like just live their lives. However, normally they're getting attacked a lot less, as far as I'm concerned. So, so sorry to you guys, trans women, dude. Like, so sorry you have to get like claws and whatnot just to like protect yourself. Like, that's terrible. Trans women are just trying to survive. Trans men are just trying to survive. And anyone, male or female, in between, who has gotten assaulted, I am sorry, and please tell someone, because we're all just trying to survive, and you don't deserve to try to survive in a way where you're trying to hide it and be shameful. I get it. It does feel shameful to have that happen, but it's also important that you tell someone and that you get that sorted out because it can be pretty hard to overcome. So that said, we're just trying to survive. If you see someone trying to survive, support them the best you can because it's actually what all of us are doing. So we're all gonna help each other. Okay, I think we should all help each other. That said, stay safe. It is a dangerous world out there. It's a crazy world, and politics and politicians suck.